Hello and welcome back to the second part of Delphix demo for GT.M. In the previous video, we showed the provisioning of GT.M virtual file system to a target host and bringing up virtual copies of the database in the target site. Link to that video is available in the description section below. If you have not seen the provisioning video yet, I suggest you pause here and watch the provisioning video first. So in this masking demo, we're going to work entirely on the target site only, whereby we will choose one of the virtual file system that we have already provisioned, and that will be our source for our masking. And we are going to use Delphix on-the-fly masking method, which basically reads from the source and writes the mask data out to a new file, which will be the mask result. Here's a look at the high-level process. So basically, there are two scripts, the extract script and the load script. What the extract script does basically is to take a selected global name, convert it into ZWR file, and then subsequently to a CSV file. We use the Muppet extract command to convert the global name into a ZWR format. The Delphix masking engine subsequently masks the CSV file, and the load script will be run to take the masked CSV file, convert it back to ZWR, and using the Muppet load command to load it back into the GT.M. Also note that we are using a different name, different global name for the mask result, in comparison with the original. This is done so that we can show both the before and after masking within the same system. It is also possible to load using the same global name. However, if the global name already existed, then the mask data will be concatenated to the existing global system, a global name. If this is not the desired outcome, then perform a GT.M kill global name first to delete the existing global name before loading the mask copy. The Delphix masking engine can mask multiple global names in parallel within a single masking job, and this will greatly help shorten the time to mask very large datasets. Also, referential integrity will be maintained across all GT.M global names as well as across other systems like Oracle or DB2, and even cloud databases, and as well as across different multiple Delphix engine. So let's jump into the terminal. So first thing we'll do is we'll start the GT.M. Next we'll do is to Z-write the two selected global names. The first one is last names, and then we'll also get the Z-write credit card. So next thing we'll do is we'll kick off the extract script. So the name of the script is extract zwr csv.sh. So you can see that it requires two parameters. So the first one is which global names do you want to extract from, and what is the name of the ZWR files to use. So next is we'll extract ccard as well, and we will use ccard.zwr as the output file. So now we have converted both lnames and ccard into ZWR files, as you can see there. It also automatically create the or convert the ZWR into CSV, and as you can see, the script actually produce two CSV files. They are exactly the same with different names. This is because if you remember, we are using the Delphix on the fly masking. So the source file is where Delphix masking engine will read from, and it will write the mask data out into the mask.csv. Now let's have a look at the global name itself, the ZWR file. This is almost the same format as the GT.M command line. Then you can see the source CSV as well as the mask CSV. Currently, they are exactly the same file because we have not started the masking process yet. So let's also look at the credit card, ZWR, as well as the source and mask CSV. So we now head to Delphix masking engine. As you can see, I've already set up the source. And this is where we set number of stream. In this case, since we have two global names, we are setting the streams to two so that they run in parallel. And let's now begin the masking job. So this will only take a short while, a couple of seconds actually, and it's done. So let's look at the completed tab. You can see the two global names are being masked simultaneously. And let's now go back to the terminal and have a look at the results. Let's look at the source CSV first. So that's the original data. And let's look at the mask version. And that's the mask data. You can see that Andrew Lee has been masked to Douglas Alden. And also note that we did not mask the account number. Let us also look at the cut source CSV, which is the original data, and the cut mask CSV, which is the mask version of it. So Andrew Lee again appear here and has been also consistently masked to Douglas Alden. Now this is what we meant by referential integrity, where if Andrew Lee appears in one global name, it will be consistently masked to the same result. And also now look at the credit card. What I've done here is that the first 8 digit is preserved, meaning it is not masked. Now this is important, especially for application like analytics or AI ML, where this information is useful. But we do mask the last 8 digit, which is considered as personal information. And also note that the last digit 4 here, the credit card algorithm ensures that the loan calculation, which is the last digit of the credit card number, is correctly calculated. So if you copy the first 15 digit and we go to a website that help us, calculate this loan algorithm for the last digit, you'll see that the correct digit to use is 4, ensuring that the mask credit card number is a valid credit card number. So with that, the last step here is to run our load script. So after masking, so we'll run the load script which will convert from the mask CSV to a mask ZWR file, and then we upload this back into GT.M. Now, as mentioned before, we can use different names, and in this example, we're going to use a different name so we can show you the before and after. So let's go and show you the load command. So it again take two parameters. The first parameter is what global names you want to use for the new mask data that we are loading. So we're going to call it lnames mask, and which mask CSV to use. We selected that one. So we also do the same for credit card. We'll use CC card mask and the mask CSV for C card. Okay, now that's done. So now let's get back into GT.M. Z-write L names correctly this time, and we also Z-write L name mask side by side. We'll do the same for credit card. Z-write the original global name first, and then see right credit card mask. So as you can see, the original global name versus the mask global names for last names: Andrew Lee, Douglas with double S, Alden, and Andrew Lee here, Douglas with double S, Alden. So that's the end of this demo, Delphix masking GT.M databases. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.